What's up everyone, and welcome back to another video. In this video I'll share my best protein powder life hacks. So I have 5 protein powder life hacks that'll be sure to accelerate your gym progress. Let's start. Protein powder life hack number 1. Take protein powder as the first thing in the morning. So the first tip is to take protein powder as the first thing in the morning. This is especially a good tip if you don't get protein in early in the morning, or if you are for instance fasting. This essentially does so your body have protein to build muscle from throughout the whole day. So before I heard about this life hack, I'd actually fast up until like 10 AM, where I essentially just ate fruits, and then I'd only have my first proper meal at like 12 AM. This essentially meant that I only got protein in like halfway throughout the day. But then I found out that this was actually quite stupid, and then I added a protein shake as the first thing in the morning. Protein powder life hack number 2. Use it as a reward. So the second tip is to use your protein powder as a form for reward. You can for instance use it as a reward for going to the gym. So essentially that means that the days where you go to the gym, you reward yourself with like a protein shake afterwards. So essentially this does so you obviously get the protein you need, but also you feel a certain type of satisfaction for going to the gym. So essentially it can increase your consistency in the gym and your willingness to go there, because your body combines it with something satisfying. Protein powder life hack number 3. Add it to recipes. So the third tip is to add the protein powder to different type of recipes. This is not a hack I do so often, but I have done it before and it's actually really great. So essentially just find a recipe you like, and you can even Google like protein powder pancakes. So essentially this adds like high level of proteins to snacks, and it makes the protein powder easier to eat. Some examples of what you could do could be like pancakes, oatmeal, or smoothies. What you need to do is you need to actually calculate how much protein it actually adds, because I remember some of the recipes I used, it was like 4 grams of protein per 100 gram, which is basically nothing, especially if it's only in small amounts you eat it. So you need to make sure that you actually have a high amount of protein and it's not just as a cope to eat something unhealthy. Protein powder life hack number 4. Mix it in the right ratio. So tip number 4 is to mix the protein powder in the right ratio it says on the package. And this is actually an underrated tip. So even though it might sound pretty obvious, this is a tip I didn't follow myself. So when I started, I wouldn't mix my protein powder in the right ratio. I'd actually mix it with way less water than it says on the package. But it made it way harder to drink the protein shakes, and I really didn't like doing it. So if you put too much water in, it'll be too thin and you have to drink way too much. But then if you put too little water in, it'll be heavy and hard to drink. So you need to actually try and put the amount it says on the package into it. Protein powder life hack number 5. Buy a milder flavor. Tip number 5 is to buy a milder flavor of protein powder, and you can even buy one without flavor. So this is a thing I personally really like to do. I personally think that the ones with the goofy flavors, they're harder to drink consistently and you get tired of them pretty fast. And also a problem is that they got way more bad ingredients in the ones with the weird flavors. So if you only care about the bad ingredients, the ideal one is the flavorless one. But the problem here is that it might taste pretty bad. So I personally have tried to buy this and I just couldn't drink it. So now I always buy vanilla protein powder. This also makes it easier to add to all certain type of recipes, because it pretty much got no weird flavor. And that's pretty much it for these protein powder life hacks. If you like the video, you can feel free to like it, and if you want to, you can even subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also don't forget to join my completely free Discord community.
Yeah.